Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk about faith, family, and kids. If you're new here, my name is Carrie. My husband and I have been married for 6 months now, but we're gonna talk about wedding stuff today because we have not had our wedding. Thank you, COVID-19. If you want to know the full story behind that, check out my previous videos. I talk a little bit more about it. But today's video is going to be all about the wedding stuff I got, where I got it, how I got it so cheap, and how you can get cheap wedding stuff too. First off, we're gonna start with this cute little card box here. I mean, seriously, how cute is this? So we actually got this off of wish.com. If you did not watch my last video, I'm no longer buying off of wish.com due to finding out just how things are made there and how unethical it is. That's a whole nother video, honestly. But I bought this as like one of the very first things we bought after we got engaged. Got engaged in September, married in November. So I bought that a while ago. But yeah, it was really cheap. So anyways, I did want to show you because it's super cute and unique. I do not recommend shopping off of wish.com, but I bet you could find something similar on Amazon, or honestly there are like a zillion different ways to do a card box, but that was the way that we saved money, is that was through wish.com, and it was cheap and it was too cute not to show you guys. If you watched my last video, you saw these ring boxes already. I got them off of Etsy. I'll link them below. Again, they smell really good. If you notice, there's two different dates on here. The date on this one, 11/16/2019, is when we actually legally got married. We just had a few witnesses and we literally did it in part of his parents' land, just in our camo, because we both deer hunt, and we were in full out camo down to the boots, and we got married that way, and it was amazing. It was beautiful, but we still wanted to have a ceremony with families. We ended up putting that date on this one, and then this is the date of the wedding we were supposed to have, which is supposed to be April 18th, 2020. So 4/18/2020 is like a week from now when I'm recording anyways. By the time you guys see this, that date will already have passed. This is my flower crown. It's gorgeous. I got it off of Etsy and I will link it below as well. I tried it on because I probably spent way too much time looking for flower crowns on Amazon and Etsy and trying to find the right one for like your face shape and hair and everything is hard. But when I put this on, like, it was seriously perfect. So I'm very excited to wear that. Y'all, bought fancy napkins, okay? But like, you can buy fancy napkins for cheap. Like, this is a way more napkins than we probably need. But I think I got these for like less than $5 at Walmart. So this is like a cheap way to get napkins. You don't need cloth napkins. You really don't. Ugh. These are the barrels I was talking about in my last video. They are from, I want to say Big Lots actually. Yeah, Big Lots has them for 20 bucks and they're like a whiskey barrel planter. That's what it says on the bottom. But this is what we're going to be putting this is what we're going to be putting the drinks in, like the sodas. Thanks, Mom. This is an easel that I think I got off of Joann's for 20 bucks or something like that. I'm gonna paint it white because we are doing, instead of a unity candle, we're going to be doing this sign. It will focus on it. So we're going to be like braiding these together, and this sign's a little wrong, so obviously we put the date as established 2020 because that's when we were going to have our wedding ceremony. But yeah, you know, we're just going to roll with it, and our future kids are probably going to have questions, but that's okay. So yeah, this is what we're putting it on. I just feel like the coloring of this with this is a no-go. Probably going to paint that white. Maybe distress it. If y'all know how to distress something, let me know. I need to know this stuff. Okay. In the last video, I told you I made some stuff on Canva and then bought these really cheap frames off of Dollar Tree. So this one's for the guest book. Just so you guys can see the designs in case you want them, I'll send them to you. I made all of these. Like, obviously I had the help of Canva pictures and fonts and everything, but I designed all of these. We were thinking of doing a s'mores bar and possibly the after party. We'll see about that. I'm sure that you have seen where people put like verses from 1 Corinthians, like love never fails, love is patient, love is kind. I feel like that's very not original. So I wanted to be original, and I just looked at verses about love and God and marriage in the Bible. This one is 1 John 4:16 and 17. And we have known and believed the love that God hath to us. God is love. Oh, there's something in there. I need to get that. There's like something in there. Can you see that? A little white thing. Okay, anyways. And he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him. Herein is our love made perfect. And I love that, because it's just like, as long as your love is through God, like you're putting God in the center of your relationship, your love is made perfect by loving God along with your spouse. This one says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. I feel like this is an important one, which, by the way, we are going to be setting these up just like you've seen the other ones where it's like on the aisles or whatever. We're still going to be setting it up on the aisle. This one is just reminding us that the Lord is the one we need to trust in, not trust in each other, because we're going to fail each other. Realizing that the focus does need to be on the Lord and trusting in him, and that he will direct all of our paths, even if as a married couple we try to direct our own paths. If we trust in him, he will direct them. So just a good reminder to have at a wedding. This just says, to our dear family and friends, thank you for celebrating with us today. We are eternally grateful for your endless support, love, and laughter. We hope you enjoyed today's celebration. It is the beginning of our greatest adventure. And then I put Tyler and Carrie at the bottom. It's kind of hard to read like through the camera, but I think in person it won't be too bad, especially because we're going to have it set up where people are signing the guest book, so it is kind of going to be in their face. Soda bar for the soda in there. This one says, two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. And that's just a good reminder. Oh, that's Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. It's a good reminder that having another person in your life, like a spouse, like it's just such a blessing. And honestly, if you have not found your person yet, you will find somebody. But I'm going to tell you right now, because I love you, you are not going to find that special person when you are sitting on your phone watching me. I'm just saying. There are just some people out there who are not social, and that's okay. I'm a little bit of an introvert myself. That's why I use Bumble. And I understand that Bumble doesn't really work if you're living in areas where there's not a lot of people. And Nashville is great. It was so great. Anyways, I'm just saying that's an option. That's how I met Tyler. Okay, moving on. This one is Ephesians 4:2-3, and it says, with all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. So like, I know that's kind of a lot of words that sounds like it might not make sense. I just smacked myself in the face with this. And basically, it just reminds us that in loving each other, we need to remember that the thing that unifies us is not our love, but it's actually God that binds us together. So again, these are really just personal reminders, and it's not like some cutesy thing that you might see on Pinterest or Facebook or whatever, but we are not cutesy, we are real. This one is Colossians 3:16-17. Forbearing one another and forgiving one another, if any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. And above all things put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. Forgiving each other just as God forgave us, like that's going to be super important in a marriage. And obviously open communication is literally the biggest thing. If you cannot openly talk about your fights or your feelings when you are engaged, you should not be married. I'm just saying. You've got to find somebody that you can talk to openly about how you feel. Girls say things, aka I'm fine, okay? And we all know that phrase does not actually mean you're fine. So like, you need to find a person that you can talk to and say, I'm actually not fine, I'm not okay with what's going on, and we need to talk about it. We need to figure it out, we need to fix it, and both you guys need to talk it out. That's just my little soapbox moment for the day. We're also doing something a little bit different with the send-off. We are actually going to be doing flags, and if we can make it work, we're going to try to do our send-off on a John Deere tractor. Yes we are. Okay, anyways, we're gonna try. We don't know with the current situation if that will work or not, but we are going to try. I believe I got them off of Amazon, but I made sure that they were made in the USA, because I got these as one of the last things I bought. I have a whole box of them, and people are just going to wave them while we're walking down the little aisle they make for us or whatever. This is my friend Lil Bucky. I'm not taking him out of the box because honestly, let me see full. Yeah, focus. Okay, this is what Lil Bucky looks like. I'm not taking him out of the box because it's in styrofoam. And I don't know if you've ever heard of nails on a chalkboard, but that's what like this is to my ears. So we're not opening that. Sorry. If you really want to see it, comment below. I will open it for you, but I really don't want to. We actually have a real antler head that we're going to be using, but we're keeping that as a backup and also like maybe put it in baby's room whenever we have a little one. I still do not know about the egg donation yet, you guys. I'm trying to keep busy and not think about it. My future sister-in-law made these for us. If you need anything, she works with interior design and she's actually really good at sketching. So if you need anything like for your thank you cards as inserts or for your save the dates, she originally was going to do save the date for us, but we weren't gonna do a save the date, so she instead made these little inserts. They are so cute. So it just says, without the support, love, and generosity of our friends and family, our wedding would not have been the same. Lots of love, Tyler and Carrie Staggs. And it just says thank you. And obviously we'd be writing in the thank you cards as well, but that's like a cute little insert that we could like put, maybe tape on one side of the card. This is what the thank you card looks like. It's really simple. And it's got like a brown envelope, which I felt was kind of rustic. I got these off of Target for maybe like $12 or $14. But the inside is blank, so I was thinking put this up here. Yeah. And then write whatever down here. That'd be cool. So I think we're probably gonna try to do benches if we can. The only place that does benches though is in Alabama, and I don't know if they deliver to us or not. We'll see. But if not, what we're going to be doing is, this is like an outdoor, okay, this is the back of it. It's like it's a type of material that you would see in like outdoor furniture. We were going to buy like yards of this to like put on top of the straw bales so they're not as uncomfortable. So like this print, because this is the print of the vests, which I will show you in a second. This is just like kind of similar to the color in the flower here. The maid of honor dress and the matron of honor dress are kind of similar to this color as well. It's hard to tell on camera, but it is the maroon color. We would do it where it would be like camo red, like flip-flopping it. Here's Tyler's vest. I got it off of Etsy. By the way, I'll link all of this stuff below. Like literally everything I can find, I'm gonna try to link it down below for you, okay? Here's the back. But you can see that it would like perfectly match this. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Alright, anyways, I haven't done that yet. They're just snaps in the front, and it's a really swishy material. I don't know how else to say that. It's swishy. And the ring bearers have the same exact vest, and so does the best man and the groomsman. The ring bearers are too, and they love that swishy material. I didn't want to get tablecloths for all the tables. I got some tablecloths, even though I'm not going to be doing all the tables, just so we can have one for the guest book table. But the tables we eat off of, I think we're just going to get the kind where it's like super easy to wipe off, and it's fine, we don't need tablecloths. I got these because I thought at one point I'd have to be like hiding out in a golf cart in my dress while I wait to walk down the aisle. I don't think I'll have to do that, but I'm still probably going to use these to set up a little waiting area off to the side where we'll be standing. And I got some zip ties to hold them up wherever we're going to put them. Those are really cheap. I want to say $4 a piece on Walmart.com. I got this floor cutlery. Again, I'm not cheaping it out, but I'm also not buying a lot of expensive things. There's 80 of each, and it should be fine. And if not, it's gonna be real cheap to get some more. I may get more backup. Oh, you guys. I found the rest of my signs. We are doing an unplugged ceremony. That's right. So this says, welcome to our unplugged ceremony. We invite you to be fully present and enjoy this special moment with us. Please mute and put away all phones, cameras, and devices. We promise to share our beautiful photos with you. Thank you. So yeah, we are hiring a photographer. More than likely we're going to let each of our moms take pictures, but that's it. Ice cream bar. Build your own sundae. Again, these designs I will send to you for free. I had fun making them, so. Cupcake, please take one. I hope it didn't make it sound like you can only have one, because they're mini cupcakes, but I just wanted people to know they could take it. I don't know. Is that stupid? It might be stupid. This says, please write a date night idea and drop it in the box. Let me show you our date box. Got this off of Target. I think it was less than $20. So this date box comes with the cards already in there, and it just says date night ideas for the new happy couple. And then it comes with this box that comes apart, and it will come with their date night ideas in there. Alright, this says grab a flag to wave for Tyler and Carrie's send off. Obviously I can customize these if you need me to. Wedding favors, please take a fire starter. Let me show you what those look like. I got them off of Etsy. So the fire starters came packaged like this already. They smell so good. You can choose all sorts of different scents. I just chose cedar because even though some of the other scents sounded good, I wasn't for sure. Like, I know I like cedar scent and I didn't know if I would like this or not. And I also knew that if we had any leftovers, we'd have to use them up. So just went with cedar. They had some other ones that was really close to getting. But they have, like, you light the string on the back here. I believe this is candle wax on the bottom. And yeah, it's so cute. A good idea and a practical idea. I will link below what Etsy shop I got those off of. Alright, we're doing please write your name and address on an envelope. The thank you card envelopes that you saw, the brown ones, I have markers and people can write their name and address on it. That way I can actually send them because nobody knows people's addresses anymore. We don't have address books. That was my idea for getting thank you cards back to everyone. This says please write a note of advice for the groom and bride. I will show you our advice card. Alright, so these are the advice cards, and it just says advice and well wishes for the new Mr. and Mrs. That's cute, it rhymes. And on the bottom it says, oh, and never forget ... and then gives you a place to sign with love. So yeah, I just wanted to put some interesting stuff on the guest book table in case people needed things to do while they were waiting to go sit down. We got these signs. Actually, my parents got this for me off of Etsy, but there's 3 of the big signs here for directions since we kind of live in the middle of nowhere. We're just gonna put like the stag's wedding and put arrows or something. So I saw this idea on Pinterest where you have a white balloon that's blown up, and really the ones that work best are the huge, like, actual circle ones, not like how regular balloon is oval but a circle one. I'll put a picture here of what idea I was looking at, but basically like you have white balloons, and I was going to use white streamers to hang them from the trees. And then I looked for marbles on Walmart.com and I couldn't find any, but I found a half-inch half-inch glass slingshot ammo. I was like, you know what, honestly I could buy something practical that we might actually use afterwards. So yeah, I bought slingshot ammo. Don't judge me. I don't know if I'm gonna do it anymore though, because we changed locations of where the wedding was gonna be. Like, and where it was gonna be before, it would have been perfect because it was gonna be a long walk through tall trees, and having them hang down as you walk over to where the ceremony is at would be really pretty. But now we're doing it someplace different, and I just don't know if I want to do that or not. I don't want to take away from the beauty of nature. Even though we're having a small wedding, I actually was going to have a couple of guys help out with parking and with driving the golf carts, just because the area we're going to have it at, it's going to be hard, like, since we're having it on my in-laws land, there's not necessarily parking built in, if you know what I'm saying. I got 4 walkie talkies for those who are driving the golf carts and parking, and this is just better than the guys trying to yell at each other and figure stuff out. So this way it's kind of fun for them, and yes, we have already tested them out. I think these were less than 40, maybe even cheaper than that, but they're on Walmart.com. This is the kind of Chinet that we got. There's 24 in here. I just got like 4 of these. It's made with 100% recycled materials, which I love. They're also really like heavy duty, and they're big enough for all the kind of food we're gonna have. So I got a huge box for $20 full of wedding stuff that somebody was selling to raise money for a friend with cancer, and there were 2 boxes of these tea lights in there. They're like an orange color, but this box came with a bunch of mismatched jars that had burlap already on it, like this one. We put corn in here, like corn that you would feed to deer, because then it's reusable, right? We can actually use it after the wedding. and then put this like inside. Check out my wedding videos where I did how to have a low-cost, low-key wedding, because I put a picture in there of the idea of what we're looking at. These were in there. They're awesome. Actually, there were some cups in there that said bride on there too that I ended up giving away because I'm not going to use those. They have these plates in there, so I figured we could use them for our dessert plates. They have these cute little Mr. and Mrs. sign. And another Mr. and Mrs. sign. Cute, cute, cute. They had like a thing with forks. We're going to have to find a way to disinfect that. So yeah, there's just like a bunch of burlap and lace, different jars, and 20 bucks. So I was like, yeah, it's a little awkward. Like, some of these just look a little weird, but it's already done for me. Why would I not use those? And I'm probably not even going to use all 20 of them. Like, I'm going to have 6 to 8 tables, so I can pick my favorites out of there. Okay, so these are the wood slices that we're going to be using. I got these off of Etsy. Check out last week's video if you want to know how to seal them. We're going to be putting a jar here, antlers around it, corn inside, and then tea light on top. I'm using real antlers from Tyler's cousin. If you watch my low-cost, low-key wedding videos, I mentioned this sign in it. So wait, this is the sign. It's on canvas, and this was at Walmart for maybe like $8. This was another Mr. and Mrs. Garland that came in that box. These are some thank you stickers that we're going to use to close up the envelopes because I'm not licking 50 envelopes. Got those off of Etsy. I originally wasn't going to do a guest book, but this came in the box, so it's wood. And then this is just like what the inside looks like. It says Hobby Lobby on the back, so probably not too expensive. Hobby Lobby actually has a lot of like floral and wedding decor sales. This actually came in that box, but they're little chalkboards, and on the back they've got the little clippy clip thing, and it came with chalk. I figured I could use these for the cupcakes because we're gonna get different kinds of cupcakes. We got these little cupcake toppers. They say Mr. and Mrs. on one. Then the other's like this cute little mason jar that says love. How cute are those? Kind of bought this on a whim. It's an icebreaker game I got at Target. And they're basically like little cards that you put on the table at the wedding. And they're conversation starter cards to entertain the guests. I just bought one box and I figured I'd put a card every so often on the tables. So originally I was going to put fake flowers all over the arbor, and I'll insert a picture here of what we were going to do. But because of the arbor being so beautiful, which go back and watch my low-cost, low-key wedding videos, I put pictures up in those videos of the arbor that my father-in-law made. It's so beautiful and so well done that we're actually not going to put flowers on it and take away from the beauty of it. But I did get a ton of stuff at Dollar Tree. Like, they literally have, girls, this is so cute. Like, if I have to make a bouquet out of this, I will. Probably not going to. I actually don't know what I'm going to do with all these, but they're so pretty. And I got like all this for less than $20. Oh my gosh, it's just so like colorful. I love it. I'm gonna do something with them. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if that's gonna be wedding related or not. Honestly, I may be missing a few things for the wedding, but I cannot remember at this time. And I'm not showing you guys my wedding dress. Y'all can see that in about a year. How's that? Actually, last thing, got this off of Walmart, I think. I don't remember how much it is, to be honest with you. But got this for hanging up in the trees behind the arbor because they kind of come together in a natural like teepee type scene. So having them go back and forth between that triangle will be so pretty. And these actually look really high quality. yeah, that's pretty much it. I know that was a lot of stuff, and I hope I am able to help you give some ideas for what you can get for your wedding. And honestly, don't count Walmart out. Walmart will be your best friend during this time, but hopefully I give you some ideas. And look at yard sales. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.